Hey, what's up, guys? Christian Brindle here, and I am back with some more individuals doing big time things in the insurance space. I am joined by two incredibly important people within the AgencyBloc organization, an organization that has become very friendly with our organization and, great partners with us as well in our agency. First, we have Tim Robinson, who is the CEO of AgencyBloc, and we have Erica, who is the Chief Growth Officer of AgencyBloc. First off, you guys, how are you both doing today?
Doing wonderful. Excited to join you today and talk about what you've been doing and what we've been up to. But no, generally doing great.
Yeah, doing great. It's nice and sunny in February in Iowa. We'll take it. So
Yes.
feeling good.
Same in Utah. There's not a whole lot of snow, which is unusual for this time of year. So we'll
Same.
definitely take that where we can. Um,
Yeah.
Guys, we have a lot of really cool things to cover and really important things to cover in this video. So I wanted to kind of start off with Tim a little bit. You guys recently did a merger acquisition of sorts. I'm not sure what the technical term for it would be best described as with Radius, right? Formerly
Right.
also known as Radius Bob, very popular CRM service, especially for insurance agents in the insurance space. And you guys have kind of had this AMS for anybody that follows kind of what's going on with AgencyBloc plus integration with that software a little bit. Talk a little bit about how that is going, where that stands today. And I know you guys are super, super excited about this change with AgencyBloc for users and everybody involved. So can you go into a little detail on that?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Christian. So Agency Block, business, actually both businesses have been around for 15 plus years, really servicing the needs of, as you mentioned, an AMS or kind of a CRM with functionality specifically built for healthcare, Medicare space. And probably about a year and a half ago or so, Agency Block had the opportunity to add Radius or Radius Bob. Bob is book of business, right?
Yeah.
Radius was already taken. So to add that to the family, add that to our portfolio. And pretty quickly, we realized Agency Block has really been known for that back office solution, being able to do commissions calculations, complex commissions calculations, manage the book of business, policies, customers, all those type things. And so we would consider that to be pretty heavily back office, kind of those office operations functions. When we added Radius to the family, we realized they had a better front office functionality. So leads, lead engagement, basically, how do you go out and prospect, get your leads and convert them to customers and manage them through that whole process? And so for the last year or so, we have been working at bringing the two solutions together. So it was really a seamless experience for our end users. And we're really proud of the product that we were able to bring to market here at the end of 23. And what we've been doing is we've been selling that product to new customers since I think like the last week and a half of December to now. But then we've started to migrate some of our customers onto that platform as well. They've been upgrading onto it, I should say. And early feedback has been just incredible. You take what has traditionally been known as just a really efficient way to run your business, your operations with AgencyBloc, and now you add on the ability to make calls, text messaging, communicate with prospects and customers, and it's been a game changer. So we're incredibly excited about how far we've come in a relatively short period of time and the amount of features that we've been able to deliver, additional value prop. And the way we talk about it internally is we almost overnight, if you want to call a year overnight, been able to deliver 7 of the 10 most requested features by prospects and customers by bringing these two platforms together. This is incredibly rare to have this opportunity, and as I mentioned, we're incredibly excited to bring it to the marketplace. And then where we're going, we've got a nice path laid out for us over the next 2 years or so, where we're going to continue to add to kind of that front end. So now you have the ability to make your calls, your text messages, engage with prospects, but we're going to also provide greater functionality around the marketing end of that, creating content, being able to distribute content to help our customers get clients, but also nurture and engage their clients when they're coming up for renewals or cross-sell opportunities. So I think that is that very tip of the spear, right? And then being able to bring from engagement and awareness to creating a lead, bringing the lead into the system, getting them converted to be a customer, nurturing them as a customer, and being able to manage, pretty much all aspects of it. And then there's some other things that we're working on too from a quoting perspective. So it's been an amazing journey in the rough year that I've been with the business. Yeah, and just couldn't be more excited about where we're going over the next couple of years.
Yeah, I remember when I first heard the news of kind of the I guess combination, partnership, whatever word we want to use, right, with Radius. And before we were using AgencyBloc in our own office, we were using Radius, so it was kind of an interesting thing. We transitioned from Radius into AgencyBloc. We just felt like at the time, with what was being offered at both services, that AgencyBloc was just a better fit for what we needed internally, but we loved Radius and everything that it brought, and we were sad to, lose some of the features that it had. So now I think having the best of both worlds is definitely, it's a huge value proposition, I think, for the AgencyBloc user. And of course, you guys were kind enough to let me beta test it, at the end of last year, and I thought it seemed to flow very well together, and I thought it worked really well together. So I think it's super exciting to see it kind of come for full circle for everybody. I wanted to talk a little bit, Erica, with you about the AgencyBloc event, Block Builder. I am going to be present at the event. I'm going to be one of the speakers. I was incredibly flattered to be invited, so thank you for that up front. And it's going to be in April. It's going to be in Atlanta, and I'm super excited for the event. I just bought my plane tickets the other day for it, and
great.
I was late to the game and getting that done. I'm like, I need to really get this done. And talk a little bit about Block Builder. Like, what do you feel like the event will look like this year? Talk about kind of what the goal is to bring to the audience and to the AgencyBloc users, and talk a little bit about the event.
Yeah. So Block Builder really grows out of our desire to continue to fulfill on our mission, which is to listen to our clients and deliver powerful solutions for them. And one of the things that they've been telling us for a very long time is that time with each other, ability to share how they are using the system, listen to how others are using the system is just something you can't replace with automation. Even FAQs, libraries of documents, there's just no replacement for being able to sit down with somebody else and understand how they're finding success with a tool, right?
Yeah.
So we started this back in, I think, 2019, spring of 2019 was the first event that we did standalone. And we just did a regional event in Jacksonville. I think there was 5 of us who got on a plane and went and ran the whole thing for 100 clients to see if people, really wanted it. Like, sometimes people say they want something, but when rubber hits the road, you realize they didn't really want it that bad.
Right.
We found they really wanted it that bad. Yeah. And it was a very successful event. We were just overwhelmed with the feedback we got afterwards. Again, really focusing on, yes, the sessions were good. Yes, it was wonderful to meet the team members and see the dedication of the AgencyBloc team, but really that time with each other from a community standpoint with other members of the block was just invaluable. And so then, of course, we went to launch our first official big one in the spring of 2020, and that obviously did not happen due to those circumstances that we're all aware of.
Yeah.
So in 21, then we were able to do an event, but it was still kind of a situation where people weren't quite comfortable getting in planes and being stacked right next to each other in conference rooms. So we did it all virtual in 21. That was extremely successful as well. People were very enthusiastic about it. The feedback was great. At the same time, there are a lot of challenges to doing a virtual, and it just is not the same as being in person. So then in 22, we did a hybrid event. Again, we got the feedback of the people who were in person that it was just amazing, invaluable. We had successful registration on the virtual, but again, not as engaging. People weren't as enthusiastic about that experience. So in 24, so this year, we took a year off so that we could really elevate this event to be something very significant. So not just a user conference on how to click here and do this thing inside the app, but really make it a place where people can learn from other industry professionals, how they can advance their business, techniques in general. So not just how they can use AgencyBloc to do that, but we want to be that place where they can make connections and really learn how to grow. Obviously, our solution set is a very good foundational system to use for that, and our clients demonstrate that. So this year we're in Atlanta at the gorgeous Omni Hotel at Centennial Park. The block party will be at the Georgia Aquarium, which I'm really excited about. They have 2 whale sharks. I think it's the only 2 whale sharks in captivity in an enormous tank that is just unbelievable, and belugas. So you'll be able to view the main tank and then also the beluga tank. And we have a very full 2 days of sessions spanning, again, all kinds of industry topics, including Medicare trends. We've got a panel on that. Christian, you're participating in the opening day 2 panel, which is all about entrepreneurialism and the mindset of entrepreneurialism. So it applies to every single person at the event. You don't have to be an entrepreneur to have an entrepreneurial mindset. And then we also have some additional experiences on Sunday that were also test experiences. We've gotten some emails. We have certifications for the first time this year that we're launching. We've never had certifications before. So again, this was kind of a test of, do people really want this thing? It sold out really quickly, and we've got some disappointed folks that they can't get into certifications this year, but obviously that indicates to us it's something we need to do for the community and put some muscle behind it. So that's our intent. We also have a leadership event that I think you're attending, aren't you, Christian, on Sunday?
I believe so. Yeah. I go where they tell me to go.
Yeah. Well, I think we have a seat held for you. That's also a limited seating. I believe we only have 1 seat left. And that's an afternoon experience. It's about 4 hours with Mary Tautimez, who is the former co-CEO of Western Asset Protection, very large IMO in the Medicare space out in Arizona. She actually exited the business. Her twin brother, Paul, still runs the business, but she decided she wanted to be more of a generalized leadership coach, and actually became certified as an EOS implementer. So that is a big thing that a lot of organizations are doing. Now, I know, Tim, I think you said a couple of your connections are implementing that system. Yeah. So Mary's going to do essentially a little bit of a condensed workshop to give leaders in our community a little bit of a taste of the EOS system and understand what it can do for their business. And then after that, there's a networking cocktail hour for those folks that invested in that additional experience. So obviously it's expanded. We're doing a lot more. I could talk about it all day long because I think it's really fun and amazing, and I love to get people together. And so we're excited to see everybody, but also buy your tickets soon. We are able to open up a few more registrations. We were able to move to a larger space in Omni, but we're getting close to selling out on all full registrations. So
I love it. I love it. If there's anything I learned last year when, AgencyBloc was involved with our event, came to our event, is that AgencyBloc knows how to throw a party.
Yeah, we do.
And so, I'm super excited to be able to, be in attendance for it and to be a small part of it, on a much bigger scale in that regard. So I think it's just going to be a terrific event. I think, from everything that I've seen, it just seems like there's so much attention to detail, and there's no stone left unturned in terms of making the event as good as possible. And I think, props to you guys for that. Because I know as well as anybody how difficult it can be to host a really, good event and make sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed. So I'm very excited to be there for the event. I wanted to talk a little bit just about, my agency's, I guess, as a customer with AgencyBloc experience over the years a little bit.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of start off this topic. So Erica, you dug up an email, right?
I did.
From me. I looked for
Yep.
it over the weekend in my own email box. I think I deleted it. I couldn't find it by mistake. It was many years ago now, but so tell me if I got it right. And you might have it in front of you, maybe not. I don't know, but and it was just, when you read it to me, it was so funny. Like, we just all had a great laugh about it because it did say, it was so me. It sounded so much like me. But at the time, I had one employee. You're right. Our company has grown substantially since then, but we had one employee. I had my assistant who's still with me today.
And
And
this is Carrie, right?
yes.
Yes.
And so I think, we were an agency that we worked with already had a membership with AgencyBloc and kind of showed us how it worked and everything. And so we kind of had a pretty good idea of what it looked like. So we were reaching out trying to sign up, and they wanted us to get on a demo about the service. And I sent an email back. It was this super blunt email. It was like the way the relationship started is just so funny to me. And more or less, I think what I said was, I
don't need a demo. Can you just take my money?
Right. I don't need a demo.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And it's funny, after that call and we talked about that, I told like everyone in the office about that, and everybody laughed. Every single person laughed. They're like, that is so you. Like, that sounds exactly like something you would say.
Yep.
So that was back in 2020. So we've been a member with AgencyBloc. This is going into year 4. And we've been very happy with the support, with the innovation of the service, and just in the overall partnership. I think one thing that AgencyBloc does really well, in my opinion, is there seems to be such a lack of focus these days in companies, especially technology companies, on member service and member experience. And AgencyBloc is always there. Like, you can call AgencyBloc and talk to somebody. You can send a message, you'll get a message right back. Like, so there's so many technology companies where there is no way to call them. There's no phone number. There's no it's like send an email and we'll get back to you in 2 weeks, kind of thing. I've always enjoyed, as a member, just the overall just kind of customer experience and just kind of that emphasis on customer satisfaction that AgencyBloc has, that so many probably peer companies just seem to lack. It just seems like a rarity these days, and it's too bad. Where do you guys think that comes from? I mean, of course, it comes from the top, I'm sure, as everything does. But is that like a point of focus in AgencyBloc?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to tell you how much it warms my heart to hear you call yourself a member. We launched, the phrase member of the block probably 2 years into my tenure here. So it would have been like 2016. And what we're really trying to get people to get out of the brand is that we want you to have a good experience. We want to know how to make your life better. And part of how we can make your life better is by making your company better, giving you better tools so that you can either grow faster, grow beyond the means you thought you might be able to, or maybe just get more time back with your family because you don't have to spend 10 hours at the office anymore because you have tools that make you feel safe about the investment that you've made as an entrepreneur. So the idea of the member of the block actually doesn't just apply to clients, it applies to our team members. We call ourselves members of the block because we believe we're all building this thing together. As much as we want to provide wonderful solutions and great solutions for our clients, we want to provide an incredible workplace for our team members. We want them to feel valued and successful, just like you guys do. And it was our founders, Corey Schmidt and Adam Lewis, that believed if you do the right things by people around on all sides, then the revenue comes and the growth comes. So I would tell you in my 10 years here that is probably the foundation, but I know Tim has some thoughts to share too.
Eric, you put it very eloquently. I don't know that I can do much better. I may actually do more harm here, but no. No, I love it. When I made the decision to join AgencyBloc, one of the things that really attracted me to it was the culture. Going out looking at the reviews, just like you're looking to buy a software solution or some service for your home or your insurance product, you want to know that the company you're buying from, they've been around for a while, generally been around for a while. They know what they're talking about, but they have the ability to service their customers. And you can see that really play out. It stood out to me very clearly early on when I was talking to AgencyBloc, talking to the financial investors in the business, and it runs through and through. Adam and Corey, if you've not had an opportunity to talk to them, are just some of the most genuine people, if not the most genuine people you'll ever meet. And they really did build this business and these products to meet the needs of, small business owners to what we consider middle market. And now we've even evolved the business to be able to address the needs of what we call, more of the uplines, the IMOs, those type organizations. Just a natural evolution. But it doesn't matter which one of our customer segments you talk to or how we think about it internally. We're equally as engaged in ensuring that our customers have a great experience and they're supported. We take pride in the fact that if you call in or email into our support team, we have just a tremendous amount of interactions with insurance agencies, agents, brokers, carriers. So quite likely, if you're trying to solve for a problem or think about something to do with your business, the support team, the onboarding specialists, the professional services, the sales folks, anyone on the leadership team, you name it, has a really keen interest in our customer success. And it comes from really understanding the space and how our solutions fit in to help deliver real value. And it's not just a bunch of features on paper, right? It's actually crafting a solution and the services behind that delivers real value to our customers.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the whole team, Tim, because really, Christian, when it comes down to the answer to your question it's because the team is bought in, because they care, not because it's in a mission statement on our website. They genuinely care. The people that are members of the block on this side of the software believe in it wholeheartedly, that's the means to our success. So
yeah. And it shows, it shows in the culture, people can see it from the outside looking in, like someone like myself, obviously I'm not part of AgencyBloc. I'm a customer, right? I'm a member like anybody else would be. But it shows, it shows. I remember when we first signed up, we got, I think I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. It was I think we got a towel. We got it was some swag.
Oh, you got
swag.
The new member of the block.
Yeah,
box.
and we got like a coaster said member of the block on it. I still use it. It's in my office. I can picture exactly where it is, and so I think that's it's a nice touch, in all around, and it definitely and of course, the software is awesome too. There's so many technology systems that are clunky, hard to use, they're really overly confusing, and the average probably agent is going to struggle with it. AgencyBloc's not that. I always tell people AgencyBloc's really easy to use. It's easy to figure out. Its functionality is very strong. And so, yeah, I think, all in all, we've been super, super happy as a customer and as a member of the block. And, So I want to be respectful of your guys' time. I'm sure I could keep you on here for another 3 hours, talking about various things. Talk a little bit, and this is for either one of you, but talk a little bit about if somebody wanted to get more information about AgencyBloc, or they wanted to get more information about AMS, the AMS Plus integration, kind of getting involved in that, or maybe they even want to look into Block Builder. I know there's a few tickets left, not many, but there's a few. Where's the best place for people to get information if they're searching for solutions for the business?
Yeah, definitely 100% our website. We've done a lot of overhauls, as you can imagine, with the growth and evolution of the business over the last year. And there's continuous change and updating on that site. But, our website is one of our strongest resources to communicate to the industry what solutions we have and who we serve. There's about a bazillion ways that you can click one button and get in touch with somebody there if you want to have a conversation. Block Builder is blockbuilder.net. And just as a reminder, there's no K in block for AgencyBloc or Block Builder. So it's BLOC builder.net. You can learn more there. But I would say that the websites are the best way. Also, the strength of our Google reviews, those are the real human beings that are putting their experiences out there for anyone to read. We feel extremely fortunate that people are willing to do that for us. That it's kind of an old saying in marketing, Christian, I'm sure you're fully aware of this, but it's more likely that when someone has a bad experience, they're going to go talk about it. Versus somebody having a good experience. They have to be really dedicated and bought in and feel compelled to share that good experience. And so we feel extremely fortunate to have as many people as have, raised their hand, shared Google reviews. We have, I don't even know how many video testimonials we have on our website anymore, but that one always blows me away that somebody is willing to get on a video and put themselves out there. It's really, really meaningful for us. So I would encourage exploring the website, but then also listening to members share their experience. Tim, I don't know if you have anything to add there.
No, it's spot on. I mean, your LinkedIn, I think we're pretty good about getting some posts out there talking about what we're doing and also trying to highlight some content in the space and the segments that we serve as well. And but no, I think it's spot on. And I think you'll find that if you talk to anyone on the team, they're committed to help and listen. And should you ever not feel like you have that experience, make sure you let Erica or myself know, because it's deeply ingrained in our culture, and we're committed to the customers.
Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you both for your time and being willing to come on and do this. I certainly appreciate it. I am super excited.
Thanks for inviting us.
Absolutely. Anytime. Anytime. And I'm super excited for Block Builder. If you guys don't have Block Builder tickets yet, if you want to have some FaceTime with me, get your tickets. There's very few events I'm going to be at this year. Years past, I've gone to, it feels like one every month, and I just can't do it anymore. But I am going to Block Builder. So make sure to get your tickets while you can. I look forward to being able to spend some time with you in person if you do end up going. And we'll link the website for Block Builder and also the AgencyBloc website down in the description of this video, guys. Make sure to check them out. If you need a CRM, if you need any kind of solutions like that in your business, AgencyBloc is super, super valuable and a great choice for you. So if you guys like this video, comment your thoughts down below. Did you get value out of it? Do you like these kind of videos? Do you want to see more of them? Let us know about it. Subscribe. We put out weekly videos to help you with your business. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.